I want to thank you again for joining us. Today we have a great car to show you here. This is a beautiful British automobile. A lot of people recognize an MGB. This is actually an MGB GT. So these were not as common as the MGB. This is a 1967. It is built for the American market, so it's got the left-hand drive. It's absolutely a gorgeous car, and the owner is going to tell us about this. We think that he's the fourth owner. He's the fourth owner of the car, and the odometer shows 67,000 miles. Don't have any reason to know it's not, but he's put about 6,000 miles since he's owned it. And when did you buy it? Do you remember?
2020.
2020. Okay. So I'm looking over here. One of the first things that comes to mind to me is the wheels on this. And if I look at it, I know a lot of these, I'm used to seeing the wire wheels, and these are these really nice. I had a friend that had mini lights. Now these are not mini lights. These are what are these?
Minotaurs, made in the UK.
Okay, made in the UK. And the other thing that you don't see.
Yeah, it's a true knockoff.
Okay, so people can see this knockoff. So instead of doing the bolts are just on there for looks, but this is where the brings it off. You have to actually use a mallet to loosen those up.
Yeah, the bolts actually hold the center hub assembly to the wheel.
Okay.
So they are functional.
Okay.
And are absolutely necessary to put up with the torque.
Okay.
That's created by that wheel.
Well, another thing I noticed right off the bat too is so many of the American cars in '67 still had drum brakes, and this one's got disc brakes, and they've upgraded these brakes. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but you can see there's slots and there's holes back here, so they're drilled and slotted. So they're definitely upgraded brakes in the front. Now the back, I assume, are drum.
The back is still a drum, but I went ahead and put the better brakes on because the motor has been upgraded.
So you got a little more power than originally had.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, let's walk back here, and we can see of course, the matching wheels in the back here. What makes this car unique, as far as not being just an MGB, is the hatch back here. Now, when they designed these cars, I guess this was something that they wanted to do, and I like it because I like having a hatch. Gives you a place to store things and all that, and it's better in all the different weather because you don't have to worry about the weather as much. But so, do you remember what years they did the GT?
They didn't start until '66.
Okay.
So there was, I forget exactly,
Yeah.
62, 63
Okay.
was the beginning of the MGB.
Okay.
And then they didn't begin building the GT until several years later. And then it went on into more recent years into the 70s.
Into the 70s.
Now, one of the things that is interesting about the GT, and that this may be something other car enthusiasts know, the name Pininfarina.
Yes.
Pininfarina designed this body for MG.
Now he did a lot of the Ferraris, didn't he?
A lot of Ferraris
Yeah.
and so on. And so you can see a little bit of a Ferrari flavor to
Yeah,
the MGB
in
GT.
that. Well, I tell you, that's pretty neat. You look back here, you can see it looks like a stainless steel exhaust.
Yes.
Okay, so that's been upgraded. Back here, you've got your insignia, MGB GT, MG right there. The chrome is in really nice shape. The paint looks good. It's nice, has a nice shine to it. We come around here, and of course, I notice, you still got the down here. We've got the jacking point.
That's right.
Okay.
And we still do have the jack.
The original
that
type
fits
jack.
that.
Okay. Just looking out here, the way they would put the mirrors out here on the fender, it's on this fender because it's for U.S. market. If it was the other market, it would be on the other one, the British, because they drive on the right-hand side. Now, look on the front up here, I'm seeing that you've got the headlights. Looks like they've been upgraded.
They are. They're headlights, halogens.
Halogens?
As well as those are new.
Yep.
These are older, but those are fog lamps.
Okay,
Halogen fog lamps.
Okay, so you got halogen all the way around for the fog lights and for the regular headlights on there.
And then LED replacement in the marker lights, side marker lights, and brake lights.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, it's a fine looking car. I'm going to pop the door here real quickly, and very nice interior in here. Now, this is not the original fabric or anything, is it?
No, these are later MG seats.
Okay.
They have a button in the back of them. They do not, they won't hold the headrest, but it was from that vintage that it would have had the headrest.
Now, I'm noticing, of course, this is a 4-speed, I assume.
4-speed with overdrive.
Okay, with overdrive. Okay, so when you get on the highway or interstate, you can pop it into overdrive.
It can do just fine in overdrive.
Now, I also noticed down here you got 3 pedals, of course, because you got to have a clutch. But what is this? Tell me about this.
There was a famous driver that drove for MG, but more for minis, and that's a accelerator pedal that he designed.
Huh.
I like that better than the factory.
Now, is that something you did to upgrade the car?
Put that in there, yeah.
That's great. I noticed you got the beautiful steering wheel here. Now, was that an upgrade as well?
That is as well.
Okay.
So that's been added. The blinkers, the turn signals, they self-cancel.
Okay.
Now you've got to get pretty far past to get them to operate because it's kind of an old
sure
model. But
now, what are these little
so there
toggle
those switches there? One of them's for the overdrive, one of them's for the fog lights.
Okay.
And then the toggles on the other side are for the heater, fan, the windshield wipers, and the lights.
Okay.
The button above, right?
Yeah, right there it says P.
Now that's the panel lights.
Panel lights,
not,
okay.
Not dash lights.
Okay, panel.
Panel.
I'm seeing.
And then the button up high above the pressure gauge, oil pressure gauge, and so on is the windshield washer.
Okay.
Pump. You have to pump it yourself.
Oh, you push it and it squirts when you push it, huh?
Right.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, it's an awfully beautiful car, and I know you've put a lot of good effort into this to even bring it up to be more a driver's type car. Well, I tell you what, it's certainly a good-looking vehicle, and I appreciate you telling us about it.
Happy to do it.
Thank you.